A British pilot and career criminal has been jailed alongside two other men in connection with a plot to fly for Albanian illegal immigrants into the UK. As part of a National Crime Agency investigation, Richard Stiles, aged 53, from St Albans, Hertfordshire, was arrested at Deenethorpe Airfield near Corby, Northamptonshire, in March 2022. He had just flown his twin-engine plane to the airfield from Belgium, carrying with him 3 men and a woman, who were all attempting to evade immigration checks. National Crime Agency investigators found that Stiles had worked with former pilot and fellow aviation buff Silvano Turchet, aged 68, to rent the 6-seater Piper Seneca for $1,500 from an airfield in Lincolnshire. Stiles flew it down to Deenethorpe, where Turchet had paid for it to be stored in a hangar before flying to Belgium on March the 23rd. Investigators believe the men were in contact with an Albanian known as Tim K, who arranged for Stiles' illegal passengers to meet him in Belgium. When the plane returned to the UK the next day, an NCA surveillance team was waiting. As Stiles was arrested, he joked, "I normally get arrested for drugs, so it's a bit strange." Shortly after Stiles' arrest, the Albanian group were detained by Northamptonshire police officers who were working with the NCA in a Mercedes taxi driven by Vijay Kumar Safikumar. The migrants were handed to the immigration authorities. Safikumar, 43, who was previously convicted for trying to smuggle someone into the UK in the boot of his car, was also arrested. Phone records showed he had been in contact with Tim K in the run-up to the flight. Stiles had previous convictions for using a plane to smuggle ecstasy tablets out of Belgium in 2003 and drop cannabis into Jersey the same year while he was on the run from the Belgian authorities. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison in 2006, where he is believed to have met Turchet. The pair were arrested by the Dutch authorities in 2017 in connection with another people smuggling enterprise. Stiles would later be convicted in his absence. He was already in custody in the UK by the time the case came to trial. Turchet was arrested at his home in Nottingham in July 2022 after NCA investigators identified him as the organiser. He initially denied knowledge of the plot, even though phone data put in near Deenethorpe Airfield on the 24th of March and showed he'd called Stiles 9 times. All 3 men were charged with facilitating a breach of immigration law, a charge Stiles admitted at a hearing on 8th of August 2022. Turchet pleaded guilty on the first day of his trial, while Sivakumar was found guilty by a jury after a 5-day trial at Leicester Crown Court in February 2023. On the 28th of April, a judge at the same court sentenced Stiles to 7 years in prison, Turchet to 7.5 years, and Savikumar to 4.5 years. NCA Regional Head of Investigations Jackie Beer said Stiles was a career criminal who previously used his piloting skills to move consignments of drugs around Europe. On this occasion, he was offering a luxury end-to-end service, bringing people into the UK using a private plane. His comments to officers show that he considered getting arrested nothing more than an occupational hazard. Turchet used his aviation knowledge and criminal connections to organise the attempt. People smugglers use a range of methods to try and breach UK border controls, and we are determined to do all we can to stop them. Tackling organised immigration crime is a priority for the NCA. While this type of crime is rare, we would appeal to the aviation and local community to help us prevent it. Whether you work in the aviation industry, are a keen pilot, or live locally, you should report any unusual or suspicious activity at UK airfield or airport immediately. Sarah Jennings, CPS Specialist Prosecutor, said all 3 defendants were involved in a planned and coordinated attempt to bypass immigration controls. The CPS worked extremely closely with investigators to build this case, including the National Crime Agency and international law enforcement in Belgium. The evidence we presented showed the three men working together in the run-up to the offence, including on the day they were caught, unaware that the National Crime Agency were waiting as the plane landed. The National Crime Agency are determined to bring people smugglers to justice and will not hesitate to prosecute those who breach our immigration laws. The National Crime Agency investigation was supported by Border Force and Immigration Enforcement and Northamptonshire Police. Please like and share and comment and subscribe. Thanks.